How are we all doing? How are we all doing? Hope everyone's safe and well. Oh, what a year, man. What a year. But I've got some good news. And you've probably noticed by the intro, you know. But we're going to have the Northeast Bushcraft meet on the 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th of July. That's all. It's definitely going ahead. It's just whether we go back into another lockdown or not, all right? But as of now, I'm speaking, it is definitely going ahead unless the government say otherwise, okay? So we're going to do another Northeast Bushcraft meet, and it's in County Durham, all right? The postcode for the meet is Delta Lima 15 Alpha November. So that's Delta Lima 15 Alpha November. Now, when you get to that postcode, you should have a school. It'll either be on your left or your right, all right? You want the school on the right-hand side. And you come back down the road, literally 75 metres. There's a house on the left with a big bush. Take a left at there and just follow the track straight down. Don't turn left or right on the track, straight all the way down, and it'll take you to the big field, all right? Now, we're going to have signs out, so we'll have it off the main road, so we'll point you into the right direction, but that's just for anyone who wants to come and wants to know the postcode for it, all right? So that's Delta Lima 15 Alpha November. Bear with us, I've got an absolutely load of list here. I've got things to talk about, you know, about the meet. So this year at the Northeast Bushcraft meet, we'll have the whole field, all right? We've cleared it with a farmer. Last year we only had a quarter of the field. It wasn't even a quarter of the field, probably an eighth of the field, and it was enough to put 150 people on, so you can imagine how big that field is, you know. We've got the whole field for the whole meet, so that's awesome. So if anybody wants to come, all right, in a group, I'll tick this off because I've just jumped a stick there. If anyone wants to come in a group, all right, if you email me, all right, or leave a comment on here, I'll put my email address at the end and I'll put it in there, like down below for you, all right? Now, if anyone wants to come in big groups, because it's massive, the field, let us know and I can allocate you a spot for yourselves. If not, you'll just find a pitch and go with it, you know? The field's that big. As long as the cars can get in and out, we'll be absolutely fine. It's just using your common sense. Don't block someone else's car in. It's common sense, you know? So yes, that's that one. So we've got the whole field for this year. There'll be portaloos there this year again. This time we're going to get a couple of more portaloos in because we did hit lucky last time. They were full up. But we end up, you know, the spot on. It like works. So we're going to get a couple of portaloos in. And there's a tap in the field as well for fresh water. Okay, everything else is bushcraft, wild camping, that kind of thing. There's no electric. It's just water, portaloos, done, you know. Right, that's that one done. Right, we've got a 7-acre wood, okay? Now, if you want a hammock, let us know you're hammocking, so we can allocate, well, you don't have to allocate a space, just go and pick yourself a spot in there. There's 7 acres, there's plenty of hanging spots in there. We've actually put some new hanging spots in as well, because the ground's up and down in there, but we've actually had a digger in and flattened it off and everything. So there's plenty of hanging spaces, but if you'd like to leave us a message or drop us a message on Facebook or drop us a message in this video on YouTube, or leave a message in the email I'm going to leave at the bottom of the page, all right? So there's hammocks there. You can hammock, you can ground well, or you can have a small, and I would say 2-man tent's the biggest you can go, like different putting 3 or 4-man tents in. We've also got a big 12-man tent, all right? It's an army tent, 12-man tent. If anyone wants to book that out, that's a tenner a night. Instead of it being a £5 a night, it's a tenner a night, okay? That'll cater for 12 people. So if you want to put a family of 6 or 7, 8 in, there's still plenty of space. It's all decked out and everything, you know. If you want to use that, email us, first come, first serve with that one, okay? But we'd like to get what, like at least 6 people in, so it's, you know, not just a family of 3 or 4 in it. We want at least 6 people in, maybe 8, you know, will be good. So it's getting used properly for what it is. So that's that one, right? We are hoping to get some bouncy castles for the kids, okay? So we've got to get in touch with a few different lads. Gav, if you're watching this, mate, get in touch with us, pal, about that bouncy castle you said. Excuse me. We've also got another bloke to speak to who's going to bring his entertainment down as well. He's got different soft play stuff, so we're going to see him, and if the dates match and he's not got them booked out anywhere else, then they'll be getting brought down, just to keep the kids entertained, you know. Right, that's that. So, right, if anyone is coming and the make gear, ferro rods, spoons, knives, stuff like that. Put yourself a little stall out, all right, so people can walk around, a bit like Adale does, you know, similar kind of thing, and have your stall out and sell away. Also, if anyone's watching this who has a shop or anything like that, you're more than welcome to come up and put a stall up, pay your £5 a night, and you might make yourself a few quid, and we might grab a few bargains off you, you know. So anybody on here who's got a shop who thinks that, you know, we could benefit from what you're selling, come along, give us an email and let us know, you know. You're more than welcome to bring it along, you know, and have yourself a weekend's camping and selling a bit of gear for yourself. So that's that one done. We'll have a bring and buy sale, all right. Now what they do at Edale is basically anyone who's camping, they have a table out, and anything they've got at home that they're bringing in, bring it to their meet, and they want to sell, they get rid of it there, because it's, you know, it's a good place to get rid of it. All like-minded people, you know, wanting to buy your stuff that you don't want, and you might find something that other people have got that you haven't got, so you can do a bit of wheeling dealing, you know. So there's a bring and buy sale, that's on all weekend. Just have it outside your tent and go for it, you know. Sell away, do your dealings. Right, we've got a lot of you who've come up to it will know we've got an air rifle range, a catapult range, and excuse the grandband in the background, I can hear her screaming on. Air rifle range, catapult range, and we've also got a axe throw range. Okay, up there we're going to have set times for them. Okay, so we're going to have a catapult competition. Gaz and Eric's going to do some stuff with the kids with their weapon handling and give them a little bit of target shooting. We're going to have a few prizes for them at the end as well. I think they'll all come away with a little medal to say they've been there. We're going to do that for them, you know. So yes, we're going to have set times. So the axe throwing, there'll be a set time on. We'll set the alarm off or something so the kids can come up and have a go at the axe throwing, the air rifle, and if they want, they can have a go at the catapult range. Okay, but I'll be definitely having a catapult competition. That's my little thing, and hopefully I win this year, because I did crap last year. So yeah, that's that. Right, fires in the field. Okay, in the big field, fires, they've got to be off the ground. Everyone done a mint job last year. There was the odd little scorch, which we know you can't help, but just if it looks like it's burning, just get some water on it, you know what I mean, and douse it down. But we need everything risen off the floor. I know sometimes you can get the heat marks on the floor. We had a couple of them. We don't really want them, so if you can get it a bit higher, something like an old barbecue, you know, like an old barbecue, just put the fire in there and sit around that. But most people will know what I mean. Have your fire off the ground. Okay, if we come round and see there's a fire on the ground, you'll be gone, like, because it's no good. The farmer will never let us use it again. Like I say, that farmer uses that field throughout the year, and he's good enough to let us use it. So we've got to respect what he wants, you know. That's that one done. So the fire all off the ground, jobs are good, all right. Right, on a night time in the big field, there'll be kids with their families and that, all right. So come 11 o'clock. I mean, last year was perfect. Everyone was away to bed for 11ish, you know what I mean? There was a few up in the woods having a drink and that, which was spot on, but the field really went nice and quiet, so all the kids could get the kip and that. So about 11 o'clock we'll just, you know, if it's a bit noisy, we'll come out and say, right, look, we're shutting it down now, get yourselves to bed, or get yourselves up in the woods and have a sing-song around the fire with the lads who will be sitting up around the big main area, you know, in the woods, because we've got a lad who can really jam a tune or two out, you know, he really can, and he cannot sing, he says, but you know, I'm sure once the beers flow, everyone will start joining in and singing anyway, and I will. All right. Right, so I've mentioned that. Honestly, the list just goes on and on. Kids in the field, yep. Respect others with kids, nighttime, okay. I've mentioned about the catty competition. Guys will be doing some air rifle safety and that. Also, if you're in the big field, the field is absolutely massive, all right? There's going to be absolutely loads of space in that field. So if you want to bring like a badminton rackets and that and swing balls and shit like that for the kids, you know, bring it up. There's plenty of space, frisbees and that. There's loads of space on there, you know. So, you know, try and do your own entertainment as well. We're going to have a few little things going on, but it is just a chill weekend with like-minded people who like getting out. And after the year we've had, I think we all need it, don't we? Right, there's another thing which has just come up. Right, we've got some food on, okay? We're just doing burgers, something simple, burgers and hot dogs on the barbecue and that, right? So between 12 and 2 in the afternoon, we'll have burgers, hot dogs, etc., that kind of thing. It's not a big barbecue, it'll just be simple food just to get something into you, you know? Also again, it's 6 till 8. Okay, we'll have 6 till 8. We'll have the same food on again, and 2 hours each morning for bacon butties. All right. We'll set an alarm off in the morning or something. We've got some big sirens in there. We'll set an alarm off to say the bacon butties are on. Every time you hear that alarm, it means there's an event. Something's going on up there, you know. But we should have a little list of stuff in the field to say what's happening at what times. I'd like to get that sorted. So it's another thing that's just come to us. Right, rubbish. We're nearly there, people. Rubbish. Rubbish must be taken away by yourselves, because last year we had an absolute nightmare. We can take your cans if you're going up to the main area, okay, inside the woods. If you're taking cans up, we're going to have some big bins up there just for cans only. You don't want to see any rubbish in, like, because we had a nightmare separating it all out last year. So we have got a can smelter, all right. So we're going to start smelting the cans anyway. But you can take your cans up to the woods. You can put them in the bins. Any bottles you need to take back down to your tents, all right. Any boxes with your cans in, take them back down. You've took it up, take it back down, all right? Because last year we had an absolute nightmare getting rid of all the rubbish. Not so much in the field. The field was spot on. Everyone had their own bins and bagged it up and took it away with them, which was perfect. It was just in the woods when everyone was sitting around the fire, the beers are flowing, there was a lot of... They were all put in the bins, but they were all just scattered all over. We had to go through it all, and it was a bit of a chew-on. So if you can take your own stuff home, all right, all your own rubbish, take your own gash home, and that'll be absolutely spot on. Like I say, we will have some bins up at the top just for cans only. It'll have cans only, so please respect that, you know, because it is a chew-on separating everything out. Right, the prices for the meat is £5 a night per person, all right. Like I say, if anyone's coming up on the Thursday, that night's free. Get yourselves set up, and then you pay on your Friday, Saturday, Sunday, okay. It's £5 a night per person. That's for adults. All right, kids are free, under 16. If you're over 16, you're paying. Don't try and bump us, because I'll suss you. I can tell you ages, all right? So, kids are free, under 16, pay a £5, all right? £5 a night. It's pennies, you know. It's about getting out there and just getting out there and enjoying what like we've got up at Bob, you know. It went really well last year. I hope it goes even better this year. I know it will. So, yeah, I think that's it. You know me, I like a waffle. That's 15 minutes there nearly. Do you know what I mean? So, you've had me waffle. Any questions, all right? Just drop us an email. I'm going to put my email address at the bottom of this video, okay? So, just go in there and read that. Any queries, give us an email. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, all right? Or get onto the Northeast Bushcraft / Adventures on Facebook. I'm going to put the same video up on there. Any questions about the meat, get it on there, because there's an admin on there who will help us, you know what I mean? So they can answer your questions as well, okay? So anybody wanting big groups, let us know, because there was a few big groups and they were absolutely sound lads. Any big groups want their own little spots, just let us know and we'll fix your space, and I'll draw you a map and let you know where you're going in the field, all right? So I'll hopefully see you on the 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th of July. And I cannot wait for this one, all right? So see you later and take care. Ta-ra now.